Anger is a very tricky emotion. And I know because I have experienced a lot of issues around that because I was never shown a healthy way how to release it. And that has affected my life for a very long time until I decided that I needed to change that. Welcome, my name is Coach Kat, and I have received many questions about the brand new somatic release sessions that I created called The Clearing. And we're going to have about 8 sessions before the year ends. And I got so many questions. I know that it can be kind of tricky or a little sensitive if you're going to release anger, especially if you're afraid, like I have been in the past. So I wanted to answer those questions. I'll be looking down to make sure that I address all those questions in this one email because I want to make sure that people, that you get started with the first one, which is so freaking powerful. So the clearing session, somatic sessions, the first one is going to be around releasing anger around your parents and your upbringing. And I know that even saying that can get your body feeling uncomfortable pretty quickly and wanting to run. Trust me, I understand. I am a trauma informed coach. I know about trauma personally, so I'm very sensitive when it comes to that. So I'm going to hold space for you. I'm going to make this as gentle and comfortable as possible. So you are in good hands. I am going to offer integration that same night. So Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to get together and I will have the somatic session, and then we'll have integration right after. The introduction and the somatic session will be recorded. You don't have to be on camera for that. If you never had a somatic session, it is like a guided meditation. So your eyes should be closed. I'm going to suggest that people are laying down or comfortably on a chair or a couch. And if they can lay down, even better. So you don't have to be on camera for that. When we finish the session and there's questions or Q&A or comments, that part will not be recorded. You can choose to be on camera for that, or you can just have audio available. I understand that this can be a sensitive matter, and I want to respect your privacy, but I also want to make sure that I record these sessions because I want to make sure that you also have access to watch them as often as you want to. So that was number one. I'm also going to have another follow-up integration Q&A sessions on Mondays, starting Monday the 17th, 7 p.m. Eastern time. That will not be recorded at all. So I will highly encourage you that you also show up for that. That is also covered with whatever you decide to pay. That was one of the other questions. Because the suggested price per session is $47. That is the suggested price. Some people can pay that. Beautiful, thank you. Just to give you an idea, my somatic sessions go for $500 and they are 2.5 hours long. Okay, just to give you an idea. So if you want to pay $47, great. If you're not in a financial situation that you can pay for that, totally okay. The minimum is $1. So whatever you think you can pay for the session, great. You can choose to register every single week to get the emails for the next sessions. And after the first one, you realize, oh my God, I got so much value out of this. I want to pay a little more. You can pay more for that session. There's going to be 8 sessions in total. We have a suggested price of $222 for all the sessions. Again, if all you can pay is $5, $10, $20 per session, my friend, this is my gift to my community. This is my gift to people like you that want to invest in yourself. And for whatever reason, maybe you already used up your budget for healing for the year. I know that I have pushed it this year, which is why I sound like this, because I've been wanting to heal in so many different areas. So my body is like, girl, we need to integrate. Okay. So I totally understand if you have used up your budget, no worries. The minimum is $1. You can do that. I just don't work for free. So $1 is our energetic exchange for us to work together. What else did I get? If you want to bring a journal, bring something that any drink that gives you comfort. It can be a cold drink, it can be a warm drink, whatever you need. If you want to have your special blanket, if you want to have your special sweater, by all means, bring that. Be in a place that you can be comfortable. We'll be down for a while. There will be integration. I will do a sound bath to integrate because I'm not going to leave you there. I'm not going to leave you in that state. I'm going to make sure to bring you back integrated. So there's going to be a little sound bath at the end. So trust and believe that you're going to have access to me. The other question was, what do I do if something comes up? Well, I have opened up my community as a brand new community. and it was only available for women before. I have opened it up for anyone, so you can send me DMs there. That's where we're gonna host the weekly integration sessions. So you can post there, you can send me questions. I want to make sure that you're supported every step of the way. Let me see what else I was asked. Somebody asked me about the last session. So I am in the Hudson Valley in upstate New York. I am going to host the last session where we integrate all of it and release everything that we have not released for the entire 8 sessions. That's going to be in person. We are narrowing down the space. More than likely, it's gonna be in Woodstock. I'm just putting a couple things. I have a couple places that I want to do. That suggested cost is $97. Again, that is pay what you can. So if you can pay the 97, great. If you cannot, that's okay. That is gonna be incredible. It's gonna be an incredible fire ceremony where we're gonna burn all the letters that you cannot send to people because they're dead, because you are no contact, or because they're not talking to you, or you don't know where they are. We're just gonna release everything. So before the year ends, you have everything. That will not be recorded. There is going to be an extensive sound bath towards the end, so you can be fully integrated. Okay, I think I have answered all the questions. Let me see. We're going to explain how anger interacts in the body, why it's really good to develop a anger hygiene um, process. I'm going to share my process with you. Having that habit, it's going to change your life. I promise you. Okay. So I'm going to share that with you. And I think those are all the questions. Let me see. Let me just go to this other email. I answered the privacy. So we're going to meet via Zoom. You can have the camera on. You don't have to have the camera on. We will send the recording by Monday. So we have the sessions. My team doesn't work on weekends. Neither do I. So the calls are gonna be on Friday, and on Monday you're gonna get an email with the access, so you can access the replays. Okay, and you'll have access to that from the beginning of time. The integration Monday, so the Monday every following Monday after each session, that's what's going to happen. Yeah, so you can be in a quiet space, in a place where people don't want to bother you, have a journal. That would be amazing. And then we're already working on the next sessions for sometime in January, and those are going to be around receiving. I'm so excited about that. And then we even have our sessions for March, which are going to be about using your somatic communicating and finding and using your voice. So we're going to have these sessions. The goal is hopefully for January to have these sessions in person, at least some of these sessions, or have big sessions where we can do a collective release. But more on that. So yeah, we're working on partner with local partners to see if we can host these clearing ceremonies in person, because I know they're just life changing. I think I answered all the questions. The other thing somebody asked me, I am thinking about hosting this in Spanish because I cannot think of another group of people that needs to learn how to release anger. So stay tuned for that. I'll probably just do one or two of those in Spanish and go from there. I think those are all the questions. Let me know below if you have any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them. If not, I will see you for the first, the second, or the third session, because I know this will change your life as they have and continue to change mine. I cannot wait to share all that I have learned, whole space for you, and experience and see how you change your interactions, your relationships. Everything changes because you do this amazing anger release work. So proud of you. So proud. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in our sessions.